What's up, Kings? It is NappyFu all up on your screen, and today is a nap chat video coming at y'all with a chat about what hair growth, hair growing, grow my hair, grow, hair grow. Something we all talk about, something that some of us are very desperate for. It's just a topic that's very sensitive and very personal. You know what I'm saying? Today, I want to talk about some tips that I've learned that I want to say that I feel like I've definitely been sleeping on. But now that I have woken up, I gotta let y'all know. Okay, you ready? And before checking in, let go. This week I was inspired by the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22, reading from the Passion Translation. Don't just listen to the word of truth and not respond to it, for that is the essence of self-deception. So always let his word become like poetry, written and fulfilled by your life. Amen. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Okay, let me get a little kombucha. Okay, let me stop. Sorry. All right, so hair growth tips. Now, y'all done seen one too many hair growth tip videos. I know. Trim your ends. Use castor oil. Don't use too much heat. Wash your scalp. Moisturize your hair. Use a deep conditioner. Use a protein treatment. I'm gonna assure you right now that's not what I'm gonna be talking about. I feel like those are all understood or will be understood as you continue your natural hair journey. The tips that I'm gonna give right now, I feel is a little bit deeper, okay? One thing I've come to understand, y'all, when it comes to just like self-care, everything, if you don't take anything else from this video, please understand, beauty is personal. So all of which I share on my channel, all of which my other fellow YouTubers share on the channel, is things we personally have tried. It works for us. We're sharing it with you. Hopefully it'll work for you. So with that being said, a lot of hair growth tip videos are tips that you can kind of label as quite personal. There are people that don't want to deep condition their hair and their hair is actually growing. There are people who don't trim their hair monthly and it grows healthy. There are people who don't wash their scalp weekly and their hair is growing thick, luscious, shiny, and healthy. And there are people who do the very opposite and they have long, thick, luscious, shiny hair. So that's why I feel like those tips that we hear, although very valid tips, very good tips, it's still personal, right? The tips I'm gonna share today, I don't feel is personal, okay? I feel like it's universal. I feel like it's clear across the board. And if you implement it in your life, you will notice differences, not just with your hair. Okay, so let's get into these tips, shall we? Okay. The first one I want to talk about is healthy mind and emotions. Have you ever had such an off day that you just feel so drained, but you have to wash your hair? So when you're washing your hair, then what happens? You might skip some steps you shouldn't have skipped. You might be a bit rougher with your hair than you need to be. Where did this annoyance with your hair come from? It's not your hair's fault. It's whatever annoyed you prior to. It's deeper than that. It deals with something that's going on with you mentally or something going on with you emotionally. Having a balance between a healthy mind and a healthy emotions goes hand in hand with healthy hair. Because whenever you're stressing, it comes out in your hair. You've heard it before, y'all. Our hair is a good indicator, almost, I want to say an accurate indicator of our overall health. If your hair is not looking like what's going on the inside? People tend to think when you say the inside, they think about eating and nutrition and working out. Big factors, big facts, okay? But also mentally and emotionally. Where you at, sis? Where you at? So there's something weighing down on your mind that, well, I gotta be so dramatic. Weighing down on your mind that's causing you to stress, causing you to overeat, causing you to overwork out, causing you to stress. And you're also struggling with stimulating hair growth, retention. You might want to track back to what are your stressors. Because I think people sleep on how much of a factor stress does play in your beauty care. Your mental emotional state has a bigger impact than you would imagine on hair growth. For me, I'll tell you what I do, how I try to stay mentally and emotionally balanced. Is of course my faith and also do therapy. There's some other ways, you can also do in addition to that, right? One of them I want to say is meditating. I'm not saying meditating in the sense of idolizing anything, but I am saying meditating in the sense of just breathing. Breathe out breathe in. The next I want to talk about, y'all already heard it, kitchen, food, nutrition. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why do people always sleep on what you put in your body? What are you eating through your mouth into your body? Have you ever just really looked to see what happens inside your body when you eat some of your favorite things? Like me, I used to really enjoy McDonald's French fries, but then I saw a video on what it does to me in my body, and I immediately said no. Immediately no. I couldn't do that to myself no more. I was like, that's one food I can easily take out. Where you are mentally and emotionally drives how you eat. I'm serious, because like for me, I'm in this state of mind where I want to be at my health. I want to meet the healthiest version of me. That drives me to eat stuff like asparagus, makes me want to eat my vegetables and my fruits and drink my water, right? Because mentally and emotionally, I'm trying to get to this goal that I know will help my temple out. So how you are, the balance between your mental and emotional state does drive how you eat. If I'm feeling down, sad, and depressed, you think I'm reaching for an apple? Hell nah. I'm reaching for an apple flavored ice cream, you know, or something like that. I really encourage you to have a diet that's really heavy on fruits and vegetables. There are way too many creative recipes that allows you to incorporate fruits and vegetables in a very fun way that you don't realize you're eating fruits and vegetables. There's ways to incorporate eggplant into your meals and you don't realize you're eating an eggplant. I encourage y'all to search those recipes and try it. So with the optimal nutrition, I also don't want you to sleep on digestion, right? If you have unhealthy digestion, that does come out in your hair. It does show in your hair. It will stunt things or even cause you to have scalp issues. Itchy scalp, soreness, blocked digestion affects this up here too, y'all. So if you have issues with digestion, being one who did before, I'm going to encourage you to not sleep on herbs like ginger, herbs like turmeric, herbs like garlic, herbs like cumin. Don't sleep on those things that actually promote healthy digestion. Make it a part of your lifestyle. Make sure like 80 to 90% of your nutrition consists of fruits, vegetables, vitamins, minerals, healthy fats that really feeds you in a way that allows you to be your optimal best, okay? Lip gloss break. Side note, that TikTok or that reel or whatever people, when they're imitating influencers who are doing lives. Oh, the gloss, I got it from Sephora. It's so cute. I will link it in my description box. Let's move on. We talked about mental, emotional, how that ties into nutritional. This next one, some of y'all might not agree with me, but hair oiling.
What?
I said it. Yep. I'm saying it even in this whole movement of no butter, no oil. Girl, let them have it. But I understand the assignment of oils and butters. Okay, but we're talking about oil right now. I understand the assignment of it. And when you do use it as it should be used, you do see success, okay? Hair oiling doesn't even stem from an American practice, from a USA hair care practice. It stems from an Ayurvedic practice. So I just find it very funny to think that oiling my hair is actually unhealthy. I just find that inaccurate, okay? Especially when there's so many studies that shows that it can help you when you do it the way you're supposed to. Now, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to underdo it. Hair oiling is the practice of putting oil on your scalp, or we call it hot oil treatments. That's how, okay? That's how we know it. Hot oil treatments. Using this method combined with scalp massaging, girl, you will see the growth tree sprouting. I'm just saying, with consistency, when you use the right oil, the right amount, and you combine it with scalp massaging ooh, girl, hold on. I'm telling you, when you combine it with massaging your scalp, you will see a difference. Not only will you feel relaxed, you will also be stimulating and encouraging your hair growth to come out even the more. Like sesame oil, coconut oil, almond oil, amla oil, neem oil, brahmi oil, fenugreek oil, natto oil, apricot oil, grapeseed oil. If you're gonna use the hair oil method, or as we know it, hot oil method, only use an oil. You don't need to add anything to a hair oiling session. Just only oil, heat that sucker up, put it onto your scalp, let it just marinate, and then massage that sucker in. Go on about your day, or proceed with the wash day. The next I'm gonna talk about in reference to our scalp is hair washing. It is very important that you wash your scalp with something that actually cleanses it. Using conditioner that wasn't originally made to cleanse your scalp, it's probably just moving the buildup around more. And while it's doing that, what stems from that is what clogged pores. And we don't want that. We don't want that, okay? So, to avoid the clogged pores, you wanna use cleansers that will lift the dirt, lift the grime, lift the buildup that you've accumulated throughout that week off your scalp. Otherwise, you are just adding layers on top of layers on top of layers. And what happens, like I said before, is a clogged pore. When those pores are clogged, some of us don't realize, but that can actually also end up affecting our skin, our face. Like right now, I have a few little breakouts, right? Well, it's because I just had my cycle. But it could look like this without you having your cycle, simply because your scalp is completely clogged, which is now making oil to come out in other places. And that's not what you want in these streets. Your oil, as in your sebum, coming out in other places, and that's not what you want. You want to encourage unclogged pores. And in order to do that, you got to make sure you cleanse that skin, that scalp very well. For me, I do hair oiling once a month, and cleansing my scalp, I cleanse every single week. All right, before we continue, I want to know from y'all, have you ever used any hair oils? Do you do hot oil treatments? If so, let me know in the comment box below. What is your mix? How do you like to do it? Do you massage with it? Let me know. And with that being said, girl, let me tell you about today's sponsors, Uhuru Naturals. That's actually who inspired this video. They are actually the sister company to Chibe USA. That's the company whose deep conditioner, the Ambunu deep conditioner I told you about a few months ago, I absolutely love. Yeah, girl, they not just deep conditioners. They have a whole lot more than that. They have a skincare and hair care collection that is all natural, organic, just like I like it. Now, y'all know a few months ago, specifically last year, November, I got braids. And those braids broke your girl's edges out. We have spoken about it, okay? It broke me out. And luckily, they reached out to me at the right time. I've never used a hair growth system, but I was open to theirs. Why? Because it didn't involve any tablets, no powders, no drinks. It was straight nature-made ingredients that was rich on the Ayurvedic side. And that, my friend, excited me, okay? So for the last few months, I've been using their Rapid Biotin Hair Growth Bundle. This dynamic duo includes their Rapid Biotin plus Black Seed Advanced Growth Elixir, basically a scalp oil, and their Rapid Biotin MSN Advanced Scalp Therapy, basically a scalp spray. Yes, girl, just 2 items. And what I've been doing is literally following the directions they have on their bottles. So the first step you're gonna do is spray. And this spray is to revitalize your strands from the root. It specifically says in the directions to focus this on your scalp. Now, if you get some on your hair, like I know I did, like there's hair all around, right? But I make sure I focus it on the scalp. I wasn't trying to focus it on my hair. Then you have the hair oil, which you can put on your scalp afterwards, and you can massage it in, let it sit, leave it there, wash it out, whatever you feel like doing. I've also experimented with using it as a hot oil treatment, and it worked well. What necessarily is working well? What does that really mean? I would have to say what that means is that when I heated it up, it still kept the same texture. It didn't turn no weird type of look, and I was able to massage that into my scalp. Now, one big thing about this hair bundle, which excited me to the T, which don't tell them I said this, but really led me to want to work with them, is the ingredients. Oh my gosh, y'all. They have so many great ingredients in the spray and awesome ingredients in the oil that are all very Ayurvedic rich. And y'all know your girl loves Ayurvedic methods. They got Brahmi in there, they got fenugreek, they got nettle, they got hemp, they got amla, they got chibe. All of these things that really, really can boost and support healthy hair growth. So if you feel like you fall underneath the category of a natural who just needs a little help in the stimulation of growth and the retaining of it and so on, make sure you check the description box below. If you just simply want to try the system because of the ingredients alone, like I said, that's what captured me. check the description out, y'all. I have a link there that you can use. I also have a discount code so you can get a little something off, okay? All right, and the last hair growth tip that I feel some of us are sleeping on is what I just mentioned, actually. Ayurvedic. Ayurvedic hair care. I think some of y'all are sleeping on the Brahmi, the Amla, the Neem, the Nettle, the Shakaikai, the Bentonite clay, the Razu clay, the Colon clay. Girl, I used to do Ayurvedic quite a bit, like every single wash day. And then somehow, some way I transitioned to just using the regular store-bought shampoos and so on. And I'm not knocking those, I'm not. But when I use Ayurvedic methods, that is when my hair felt the strongest. I'm just saying. Something about those methods that plays a big role. Now, Ayurvedic is not simply using clays. It's not simply using these Amla, Brahmi. That's a part of it. But you have to make sure you do it in a way that speaks to your natural hair. So I definitely want to encourage, for those who are interested, which I hope is all of y'all watching, okay? Green Beauty, y'all know I shout her out all the time. She has an entire series that breaks down Ayurvedic hair care because there's a science to it, okay? Because there's the Vata that breaks it all the way down. Now, I know some of y'all might feel some kind of way because Ayurvedic could also be associated with some, but I'm not looking at it from that standpoint. I'm just looking at it from just a hair care standpoint, okay? There's 3 different ways. There's 3 what they call doshas to it. There's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. All that I want you to take away from this is to find out what hair type you fall under. Are you Vata? Are you Pitta? Are you Kapha? And when you do that, you find out what Ayurvedic methods will work best for your hair. And yes, just like with our own hair typing system for A4B, you can be a mix, okay? So I will put the link to her video in the description box. Check them out. Have an open mind, okay? And just take out of it what can benefit your hair. That's it. Now, if you're not the type, if you don't like mixing stuff yourself, it's okay, girl. There are companies like Uhuru Naturals I just talked about that has things already mixed out for you. Chibe USA already have things mixed out for you. And a lot of others I'll put in the description box below. But I have a couple of videos showing you how to make some DIY Ayurvedic hair masks and cleansers and so many other things. Check it out. That's all I have, y'all. I know you probably was expecting for me to give the typical tips, trim your hair, da-da-da, and all of that stuff is important. But all of that, I feel like steps like those are very personal. The steps I try to give today, I feel will help everybody. Universal, clear across the board, okay? So let's go through them again. Mental and emotional stability. Making sure those 2 are balanced and healthy will encourage healthy hair growth. Nutrition. When you're mentally balanced, emotionally balanced, it drives what you feed your body. And what you feed your body will show in your hair care. Feed your body healthy, you get healthy hair. You know what I'm saying? Hair oiling, aka hot oil treatments combined with scalp massaging. Doing one or the other, you can. But when you combine them together, when you bring them together as one, united, girl, you're gonna see some changes. And if you don't take anything else about scalp massaging, please take this. It's just so relaxing. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I have a scalp massaging video. Boom, right there. I'm telling you, when I was doing that scalp massage and I was showing it to y'all examples, I wasn't trying to act. That thing really makes you feel so relaxed and so good. And then last but not least, Ayurvedic hair care methods. The henna, the Brahmi, the Amla, and all of those wonderful ingredients and clays and oils and herbs that you might be sleeping on. You want to make sure you educate yourself on how to use it, when to use it, with what you can use it with. I know a lot of us love to mix so many things into something and it might not necessarily be needed, you know what I'm saying? One mix I saw was Amla mixed with a rinse-out conditioner, mixed with honey, mixed with some sweet potato, mixed with some mayo. You really could just do Amla and that's it. And you'll get all the benefits that's needed from that hair mask. All right, y'all. So I hope some of y'all who were sleeping, I hope you like opening your eye a little bit and becoming awake. Educate yourself on everything I said today and try some of them. All right, I know I already asked y'all a Snapchat question earlier about if you use hot oil treatments. If so, let us know what your mix is. I also want to ask y'all a second question. So y'all know today's sponsor was Uhuru Naturals, and their hair growth system is the first I've ever used. And I like how simple it is, and I like the impact it is having on contour, okay? I want to know from y'all, have you ever used a hair growth system? Did yours consist of any pills or powders or anything like that? Let us know in the comment box below. What was your experience? How was your hair while you were using it? How was it after you stopped using it? Let your girl know in the comment box below. Trust me, your response will definitely help another natural out. Thanks in advance. All right, y'all. Until next week, remember my sister, my cousin, my friends. In order to have healthy mind, body, soul, hair, skin, everything, you got to do healthy things, even when nobody's watching. Because somebody's always watching. Hey, God. NappyFu checking out. This is... Oh, don't mind me. Just wait for you to watch another one of my videos.